Hi everyone, Katie here. Welcome back to another layout video. Today I am doing a double page layout with one of the last bits of my Vicki Boutin color study. I have two pieces here of the same paper, so it works out perfectly to do my double layout, and I really like what I come up with. So I'm going to start with my photos. They're from our trip to Peru. We were at Ollantaytambo, a temple made by the Incas, and it was just an amazing, amazing nature all around it, and it definitely needed to be documented. So I know I want to use sequins on this layout, and I am going to make like a total lengthwise shaker pocket, and that's what I'm doing here. I kind of marked off approximately where I wanted things to go, and then I am tearing right down the middle in order to create the rough edges here on the side, and that's what's going to kind of open up into my shaker pocket full of sequins. So I recently purchased an Amy Tangerine watercolor set. It is not in yet, but it kind of inspired me to take out my old Crayola watercolor set and just kind of give it a try, play with it. So I do some watercoloring, just black watercoloring on the edges. I know black really contrasts well with this collection, so I thought it would work out well here. And now, looking at it now, I do wish that I'd used like acrylic paint because it dries really light, and it looks more, gray instead of black because the paper's white. And you know what? That's okay. It works out. I still like it, but, not as much as I think I could have. So you see, I've made my little shaker pocket here. I've used another piece of paper. I've put down some, plastic packaging actually just as my front of my shaker pocket. And I'm using washi tape and double-sided tape to completely adhere my pocket. Now, it's an entire lengthwise, so I know I need a lot of sequins, and I start with my Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins. Let's see, I have Vicky's Rainbow, which was intended to go with the color study collection, a little bit of Perfect Moment, and then I also add some just unusual sequins and like confetti bits that I just have. So once I feel like I have enough, I go ahead and just dump it all in the pocket. And right now I'm not really worried about how nicely it spreads or evenly it spreads or anything. I just want it in there. And that's exactly what I do. And then I take some washi tape to seal it up here in the back. And I think it works out pretty well. You definitely have to shake it to get everything where you want because it has so much room underneath the like torn edge. But I like it. I like how it turns out. Now I do use the branding strip here. I had to have some adhesive showing in order to get the acetate down, and that was easily covered up just by my little branding strip here, which is just a coordinating blue for the collection. So it really works out. And again, I like how it turns out. It's something a little different from things that I've done before, so I'm happy about that. Now I have my photos and I know I want to mat them on some black paper, so as I decide that I'm happy with that arrangement, I will go ahead and mount all 5 of my photos on black paper. You can see here on the right side, I decided not to do more sequins, but instead to have that bold strip of black paper. I think it kind of balances out the layout, and also I thought it would just be too much with having 3 photos on the right-hand side to do more sequins on the right-hand side. I've already done it on the left of the double page layout, and I think that is a bold enough embellishment for the whole layout, which I like it a lot. And that does not end up being my only embellishment, just my only sequin and, shaker pocket embellishment. Now here I use this bold black as both a photo mat for my photo and as a journaling box. I'm using my thickers rulers to create journaling lines. I'm also using my silver sparkly jelly roll pen. I love this just because it creates a nice subtle journaling box for me. And it doesn't have to be overpowered by anything. It adds a little sparkle, and it also helps guide me to stay in a straight line, because I will not write in a straight line if I don't have the lines. I do use my white jelly roll pen to just write a little bit about the amazing views and how just really cool it was to be in that space. And as I finish up my journaling, I'm like, okay, I'm liking how this is going, but I need more embellishment, which is a little crazy just because I feel like there's so much going on this layout. I have a busy background, but that does not stop me from adding some more. So here I am embellishing again using that branding strip. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to build like a cluster or anything up there, but I do have these stickers from the Color Study collection, and I will get out here in a minute. I have a few pieces of the ephemera left over. I decide to work on my title, and I decided to just call it Views, because this is, I think, the third layout about our excursion here to Ollantaytambo. So I'm kind of running out. Like, I don't want to name it the name of the temple. I've already done that. This is just the views from the temple, and they were spectacular. So I used my coastal thickers to spell that out. And I like it. I think the kind of iridescent looks really nice with the colors in this Color Study collection. Now, I do apologize. It looks like I bumped the camera as I was doing this, so you do miss out on the lower right-hand side, but let me tell you, I don't do a lot of embellishing over there, so you're not missing out on much, and I do have some pictures at the end. I pop up this cute little camera to go with the title. It's just a little something more to keep it, I guess, to make it less bare. And of course the colors match really nicely, and it was definitely a Kodak moment, so it works out. Now I have this ephemera bit. It is like a paint swatch card, and it says Live in Color. And I mean, I don't really know exactly where would be the perfect spot to use that, but I think, you know what, this is going to work out. It's going to peek out from behind my photo, and I'd say if I was ever living life in color or to the fullest, it was definitely on this trip to Peru. So I take out a few more pieces. You color my world. I don't know. That seemed a little, I don't know if that was fully appropriate for this, piece, but it's also, I have a little arrow and it's pointing to my husband, so I felt like that worked out, even if it's not, the most intended use. I definitely need to get more travel themed things, but of course by the time I do that, I'll be done traveling for a while and finished with this album. So you know what, I'm just going to use what I have, and it'll all work out. So unfortunately, part of my embellishments do get a little cut off. You don't see them as well, and I do apologize for that. But here I'll just tell you what I'm doing, and if you're unhappy with that, skip to the end so you can see how the pictures at the end turn out. But I do a lot of embellishing with words. So in the Color Study sticker book, there are quite a few different little words or phrases, and in different colors. Some of them are multicolors, and I use those to kind of build up little like word clusters. Now they don't all go together. I have dream. This is the stuff that matters. Story to tell. Loving this day. Hello, life amazing. They're not necessarily cohesive, but I think each one in its own way fits our adventure, So I really like them, and it's something a little different. I don't do a whole lot of embellishing with words, but I know some people do, and I think it's neat to try out some different things here. Now I'm finishing up. I'm just going to add a few more pieces, scattered them around my layout, just little clips and things to add just a little subtle bit of interest here and there. Um, and I'm working on just finishing up my layout. Now I do pull in some completely non-color study things. They are these like white, sparkly little enamel dots that have terrible adhesive, so I always have to glue them down. But I really think they add something nice to my layouts, and I've been very happy to use quite a few of them here recently. And that will finish up my layout here. I've got quite a few pictures for you to see and a few close-ups coming up. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.